Yo, what's going on, chat? Um, Today's a little bit of an interesting one. I wanted to talk about flow state as a runner and talk about my experience as a beginner runner and kind of getting my feet into the water. I'm not a good runner by any means. Like, I'll let y'all know that right now, but I have noticed something as I've been pushing myself more and more and more. And running holds a lot of parallels to the real world. Okay, what do I mean by that? Let me go deeper. And a lot of y'all who have ran know exactly what this is like, but knowing that you can go a lot further than your mind allows you to think that you can go, that is what it's about. David Goggins likes to say, I'm sure y'all are familiar with him, he talks about how the mind will try to convince itself it is exhaustion, utilizing only 40%. So taking that 40% rule into account every time I run, I realize how much further I can go when I completely detach. Okay, so let's go back into this flow state that I'm talking about. Because, like, I don't reach it every time. You know what I'm saying? I've been running for the past couple weeks pretty consistently, but I've only hit this 2 or 3 times. My entire, like, all the, I don't know how many miles I've run, probably 50 or something. But I've only reached it a couple of times. And whenever I talk about this flow state, it's not how fast you run, it's none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that whenever I was walking and I was still in the flow state. Like, I slowed down to walk, catch my breath before I started running again, but I was still in the flow state. And what this looks like to me is, it's literally a point where you're out there and you're just going. You're going. And you are completely detached from what you are doing. I became fully content that these are my circumstances and it doesn't matter how long this takes. I was thinking I could be out there for another 2 hours. It didn't matter. Because I was just going. It didn't last the whole run either. You know what I'm saying? It was probably like a 4 or 5 mile stretch. But I'm just going. I'm not worried about nothing. I'm just going. And you know what I'm saying? Out there, I don't really have a sense of time. Right? Like, I don't got headphones or none of that. I don't have any of that. So when I'm out there, I'll take this run for an example that I just did. I'm going to post it on my other YouTube channel. But I ran 13 miles. And just for a complete example, in that 13-mile run, I'm going to like walk y'all through it. Because at the start, I'm running. I had the plan to go 10 miles and I was going to go 5 miles out and then come 5 miles back. So whenever I got to the car, it would equal 10. I had it all planned out. However, when I got out there, that wasn't the case, right? So I'm running. I have no sense of time. I'm not staring at my phone the entire time. I'm running. And the only thing that would get me to that 5 mile mark is the mental checkpoint that I set, right? So I'm running, and I know while you're out there, time feels long, like super long. You know what I'm saying? Time feels a lot longer. I truly believe, like, you know what I'm saying? That's like a way to add more time to your lifespan is to just get out there and just go. But what I'm saying, right, is I'm running and I don't really know how long I've been going. And when I thought I got to 5 miles, I was gonna check my phone and then, you know what I'm saying, turn around if I hit it. But I knew the time, the thing with the time. I knew that it was gonna play tricks with me. So I ran about 10, 15 minutes over what I thought was 5 miles. And then whenever it was time to pull out my phone, whenever I thought I had hit that 5 mile mark, because I was aiming for 10, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for that 5 mile mark so I can turn around and start hauling it back to the car. When I pulled my phone out, I promise you that Strava app genuinely took my soul in that moment. Because when I pulled it out and I realized that I was only 3.7 miles in, I knew that this was a different type of beast, right? I knew that the enemy, not even to be corny, but I knew that the enemy in front of me was a lot bigger than I thought he was. So what can we do in this circumstance, right? I could turn around, start hauling it back to the car and still get a really decent run in. Gotta think I'm 3.5 miles or 3.7 miles in the opposite direction. I would have cleared at least a 7. Or I could reaffirm who I was. I could prove to myself that my words don't go unheard and my words are actually concrete. And push forward. So what I do, it only takes one decision, 1 second to make that decision. To turn around, pack it up, head back home, still get a good run in, you know what I'm saying? But didn't conquer the beast in front of me. Or I could stare it down and run full force into the battle. And that's what I chose to do. So I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I'm still going. And it didn't make it no easier, you know what I'm saying? If anything, it made it harder. But I'm going. And I'm checking my phone as I'm doing it, right? So I calculated it out. I saw how far the car was. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm running in the middle of the city. So, like, I don't really know any sense of directions. So I'm just going out and out and out. And, you know, it's kind of like the ocean, right? You swim out very far and then you kind of look around and you're like, oh snap, where's the, you know what I'm saying? It induces a little bit of panic, like, yo, how much further you know what I'm saying? Like how far I gotta go back. So I don't know. I hit that 5 mile mark and I check and I'm running like around in different directions. So I'm about 4.5 miles from the car. And I'm like, okay, I'll run a little bit further and then come back and we'll equal 10. But what I didn't account is the little walk thing on the directions. It wasn't accounting sidewalks for whatever reason. So I had to take the long way. And it's safe to say I ended up running more than 10 miles before I even got back to the car. But in that span of going back to the car, I was content with my circumstances. I knew that if this is it, like I could literally just be out here forever. And I learned to suppress my thoughts in that moment. I was content with the fact that this could be, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is it right here. And that's what I think that flow state means. Because I'm just running for hours. And I wasn't worried about my pace. I wasn't worried about my footing. I wasn't worried about how quick it was or how quickly I was finna get back to the car. I wasn't worried about any of that. I truly reached a state of just okay. And I want to apply that to different areas of my life. And know you can get to that point with anything. Reach that flow state of just okay. I'm content with where I'm at right now. I know everything is temporary. Let's let it get figured out. And I wanted to share that with y'all because that's powerful. Being content in the present moment trumps over any other thing that could ever occupy your mind. You're 1 second away from determining your present moment. Because okay, yeah, we can dwell on the past or can worry about what's to come in the future, but all we have in this moment is the present. And what are you gonna do? Are you gonna stare it down and say, I'm better than this, I got this? Or are you gonna cower and pack your bags and run away? Let's go after it, bro. Let's push a lot further than we know we can. Or that we think we can. But yeah, that's I want to discuss that. I didn't get to on my other videos, so I really wanted to describe how that run went and kind of my mindset through it. You know what I'm saying? It's just 3 hours of me. You know, and that 3 hours like really does turn into 10 or 12 because it just feels like so much time. And it's not until you just blink for a second and just accept what it is that is right in front of you. Face it. Keep going. But yeah, that's about it. I love y'all, man. I will see y'all in the next one.